It is afternoon at Baekdamsa. Mid-October already, but the leaves are still slow to turn this year. I remember another October long ago, my first year in college. People said the autumn colors of Seoraksan were beautiful, so my friends and I came to this place, not knowing what we were doing. We misjudged the time and arrived at Baekdamsa in the dark, and pitched a borrowed beach tent in front of Baekdam Lodge, now used as a national park outpost. That was my first time in the mountains by choice, not dragged along by school, nor by some older family member. This year, October has been nothing but rain, literally day by day for 2 long weeks. And again, it rains at Oseam. But that's fine. I only need to reach Suryomdong Shelter today. The rain keeps falling through the night. Back then, camping in front of lodges was still allowed. I didn't know mountains could be that cold. Without a sleeping bag, I somehow survived the night. When I crawled out of the tent in the morning, what I saw left me breathless. We had arrived in the dark the night before, so I hadn't seen it coming. A mountain burning with color. So vivid, it felt almost unreal, dreamlike. I stood there silent, and for the first time, felt something close to awe. From that morning on, my life quietly changed. From a reasonably ordinary student, I became a so-called college student, one whose mind was always in the mountains. That too was October in Baekdam Valley. And just like today, the sky was overcast. They said it would stay gray and rainy all day, but somehow the sun slipped through the clouds. Under a dim sky, the colors already blazed. Now the mountains became even more unreal. The light played hide and seek, appearing and disappearing. Very difficult to capture on camera. But when I reached Bongjeongam, the sun broke free at last. Two weeks of endless autumn rain, and now this sudden sunlight. Suddenly, tears threatened to well up. It felt so warm, so peaceful, so kind. Seoraksan has always been my unrequited love, and yet you don't find the real comfort in this mountain. It makes you stand alone before its immensity. It's a mountain where lonely winds sweep the vast emptiness between sharp ridges. Yet here, just below the summit, everything feels soft, almost tender. It is strange to feel somehow welcomed here. As I climb towards Socheongbong, the clouds gather again. Maybe that is my last patch of blue sky this time. Evening falls at Socheong Shelter. Gwitegi Cheongbong and Dinosaur Ridge appear through the cloud, then fade away. My second night in Seoraksan, and again the rain falls through the night. Last evening, I couldn't decide which path to take, but this morning I returned to Bongjeongam. To Jeongmyeolboggung I missed yesterday. The shrine faces the Buddha's true relic stupa across the valley. A hiker couple I met last night in the shelter are bowing 108 times in prayer. Across the valley, the stupa stands. I decided to go there. A little higher, there is a lookout, one of Seoraksan's finest views. To the left, Yonghajangsong. To the right, Dinosaur Ridge. It wasn't planned, but I decided on impulse to go to Oseam. Maybe I really loved this temple and wanted to visit another. Or maybe I just wasn't ready to leave. The trail cuts along the middle of Dinosaur Ridge. It's not an easy path, and the steady rain makes my steps heavier. Three days in the rain-soaked Seoraksan. And now, it's time to go home. The mountain hasn't changed much since the day I first fell in love. It's late afternoon again. Yeongsiam is now alive with weekend hikers and pilgrims heading for Oseam. Compared to 2 days ago, the valley glows with deeper color. The rain paints the mountain, and autumn seeps quietly into its folds. To love the mountains, that is a fortunate thing. People age, places change, but Baekdam Valley still flows on, just as it always has. If someone remembers this day, then one day, far from now, they'll meet this same mountain again, unchanged,